Hello, in today's video I will show you how you can import Plant 3D files in Autodesk Revit and convert it from this to that. As you can see, difference is obvious. Here you have everything based on surfaces and lines, and here it's based on solid objects. What's so special about those imports? The thing is, Plant 3D, other than AutoCAD, uses different kind of geometry and different kind of objects. That's why you cannot import files directly to your Revit model, as long as you don't want to have model like that. And then it's kind of difficult even to navigate through that. To achieve that, you just need to select your file in Autodesk Plant 3D, right click on it, and click Export to AutoCAD. Once you finalize with the wizard, you just need to select location where you would like to save it, and then you can safely import to your Revit model. But what if you have hundreds of files like that, and based on your workflow, you need to export it daily, maybe even several times a day? Then it becomes a real headache. And here, what can help you is the batch export tool, which is completely open source and available for everybody to download. You can find them over here. I will leave this repository in the comment section. So you can just download it, build the project, and here you go. How does it work? When you open your Plant 3D file, you need to enter .netload, and then you need to select your DLL file that you will compile once you build your project. Then you can just click on open, and then once you import this file, a few commands became available. First, batch export to AutoCAD, batch export to AutoCAD HL, and the same options for PNID drawings export. What's the difference between this one and this one? This one will invoke UI wizard. So to perform this command, you always need to go to this window, select the folder you would like to use for export, and then on prompt you will see you need to select destination folder. And the next command is, it will ask you to input the path of the location that you would like to use as a source folder or as a destination folder. And it changed it a bit, because technically you can even execute those commands with PowerShell, or you can fully automate it. So you can create a script that will first open Plant 3D project, then it will load this DLL file, and then it will execute the command. If you're lucky enough, then in your company it's allowed to use task scheduler, but in most of the cases, unfortunately, it's not possible. And that's why you always need to use manual way. Just to show you, I will use the regular one where I need to prompt everything. In my case, I'm going to use Plant 3D sample project. So what options do I have here? First option, I can export everything at once. And to do that, I need to select the folder, Plant 3D models. If you would like to export only significant area, you can do it also just by clicking on it. Then click on open. And with the next step, Wizard will suggest you to indicate the location where you would like to save those files. In my case, I will just save it over here, how I did already before, and then just click on open. As you can see, something behind happening. And once Wizard is finished, you'll be informed. Now we can check those files. As you can see over here, file with area 6 was created, and under area 6 we have several files created. And in the preview you can already see the content of those files. Now we can load them to our Revit project. I will just remove those files because we don't need them anymore. Also, I will clean it. Over here it was also cleaned, so we don't need to do here anything. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add every file one by one. As you can see, we are in the proper location. Then I'm just going to click on 1, 2, 3. About those settings we will talk in a separate video, where we will be focusing on the importing of the DWG files. What will be important for now that I know that those drawings, they are in imperial units and my project is in metric units, and that's why we need to convert it. And conversion will be done automatically if you select proper units. Click on open. Then another one. And the last one. And as you can see, you can have nice and clean model in your Revit project. Here what you can do, you can enable cutting in views. So then when you would like to create some kind of floor plan or ceiling plan, those drawings also will be cut. And it will not create mess on your layouts. Leave a comment below this video if you find it helpful, and let me know if you would like to know something else. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.